Hi, my name is Mihika Mukherjee and I am a first year law student in BML Munjal University. And this video that I'm making is for Savera. And what I will be teaching all of you today is a very basic thing that everybody needs in English. ऐसी चीज़ जो बहुत बहुत ज़रूरी है और जो आगे चल के बहुत मायने रखती है, जो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होती है. मेन इज टॉकिंग प्रॉपरली इन इंग्लिश एंड writing properly in English. So what I'll be talking about is, and what I'll be teaching you about is simple tense. So now simple tense is the very basic foundation of what tenses are. है ना? Now tenses are very important. Okay, why are they important? क्यों ज़रूरी है? अब व्हेन वी आर रेफरिंग टू एनी टाइम पीरियड, अगर हम बात कर रहे हैं कि कल क्या हुआ, आज क्या होगा, कल क्या हो सकता है, what may happen, right? So we are talking about two different time periods or maybe three different time periods, है ना? Three different points in time. How do we refer to it? How do we talk about it, right? So tenses are very important because it forms a connection between two different time periods. Don't get too much into this, but they're also important to speak and write proper English. है ना? Now tenses are always used in front of verbs. What are verbs? Verbs are action describing words. For example, she drove towards the mountains. She's driving, or she's driving towards the mountain. Driving or drove, it's an action, right? That she's going somewhere, she's driving. So driving becomes that action. Now drove and driving. Drove is past. Drove मतलब कर रही थी, जा रही थी. Driving is अभी कर रही है, अभी जा रही है. That's past and that's present. So it's past and present, right? So the first form of tense that we will look into is simple present tense. Now, simple present tense are used for things which are generally true and which are universal. मतलब जो भी कर लो वो सही ही होगा, वो कभी चेंज नहीं हो सकता. जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल नाउ sun rises in the east. Now nothing can change that, है ना? Suddenly वो east to west तो नहीं हो जाएगा, it won't rise from the west. और ऐसा तो नहीं हो जाएगा that sun rised in the east, because sun will rise in the east tomorrow also, है ना? So the sun rises from the east. So rises here is tense. Rises मतलब it's happening now. So sun rises in the east, है ना? Now Ganga, the river Ganga flows from north to south. Ab Ganga suddenly will not flow from south to north. It will come from north to south only. Nothing can change it. Therefore, Ganga flows from north to south. Now, Ganga flowed bhi nahi hoga because Ganga is still flowing. So, Ganga flows from north to south. Or, simple present tense may be used for habits also. She brushes her teeth every night before going to bed, which is a very important habit, है ना? So she brushes her teeth. She is doing it every night. She is doing it in the present. आज भी करेगी, कल भी करेगी, वो चलता रहेगा. So she brushes every night. ये future में नहीं है, ये past में नहीं है, present अभी. She brushes every night. So this is a basic understanding of what simple present tense is. Now we move on to simple past tense, right? Now simple past tense talks about things that have happened before. अभी से पहले क्या हुआ, कल क्या हुआ, परसों क्या हुआ, एक महीने पहले क्या हुआ, एक साल पहले क्या हुआ. That's what simple past tense helps us understand. It rained heavily yesterday. It rained, ed, heavily yesterday. Yesterday सुन के समझ आता कि कल हुआ था. Rained. Now rained tells us it happened in the past, है ना? Now sometimes you can use ed, but it generally हर चीज के सामने ed कहाँ लगा सकते हो, है ना? Like she went to the market yesterday. You can't say she wented to the market yesterday. That's just wrong. So she went. So in front of some words, you can't use ed. But in front of some words, you can to make it past tense. Now, for example, it rained heavily yesterday. Rained के सामने rain फिर आ गया ed. Now that becomes past. She played badminton yesterday. Play के सामने ed जुड़ गया. It becomes in the past. So this is something that you can use to make sentence when you make frame sentences when you're talking about the past, but you cannot use the term ed in front of every word. Like the few examples I gave, some in front of some words ed does not fit, but in some places they do, right? And then the third thing that we will talk about is simple future tense. आगे क्या होगा, आगे क्या क्या हो सकता है. So we mostly use will slash shall when we're talking about future tense. So it's sometimes used to, predict something. Now it can also help you make decisions like instant decisions. Like your papa will scold you for breaking the glass. So he will scold you. Not now, but in the future, he will scold you. And there can be more things like I will go and play with her tomorrow. I will go and play with her tomorrow. Or when you're using shall, I shall cook something nice for dinner. So you haven't cooked it yet, but आप dinner के time कुछ नया बनाओगे. You will cook something new for dinner. I shall cook something new for dinner. So this is how you can differentiate, between simple present tense, simple past tense, and simple future tense. But always remember that tenses are always used in front of a verb, right? They're always used in front of a verb. Tenses and verb, they go together. Now this will help you make better sentences and also to speak much more fluently and not make errors. Now tenses are something very important. अगर जैसे कि आपने कुछ बोला कि I want to do this tomorrow, but or let's just say it rains heavily in Brazil, but you said it rained heavily in Brazil. Now when you're saying rains heavily, it means कि होती है बारिश उधर. But जब तुम बस कहो it rained heavily in Brazil, मतलब सिर्फ एक ही बार हुआ. So it helps put across facts clearly. So I hope this helps you, and I hope that you remember all this, and this proves useful at one point of time. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.